In the heart of Russia's Ural Mountains lies a place of mystery and intrigue where the line between reality and the unknown blurs. This is the story of the Dyatlov Pass Incident, a chilling tale that has puzzled investigators and fascinated mystery enthusiasts for over 6 decades. In January 1959, 9 experienced hikers embarked on an expedition to reach the remote Otorten mountain. These were not ordinary hikers, they were skilled, young, and full of life, eager to conquer the harsh terrain of the Ural Mountains. However, what started as an adventure turned into a nightmare. On February 2nd, 1959, the hikers' lifeless bodies were discovered scattered across the Dyatlov Pass, their tent found mysteriously cut open from the inside. The scene was both baffling and horrifying, with the hikers showing signs of severe, inexplicable injuries. What compelled these 9 seasoned hikers to flee their shelter in the dead of night into the freezing cold without adequate clothing or protection? The answers remain elusive, shrouded in a mix of facts, speculation, and wild theories. The group, led by Igor Dyatlov, was composed of university students and graduates, all of whom were experienced in long ski tours and mountain expeditions. Their goal was to reach the summit of Mount Otorten, a challenging route that required both endurance and expertise. The journey began on January 23rd, 1959, with the group setting out from Sverdlovsk, now Yekaterinburg. They followed a meticulously planned route approved by the Sverdlovsk Committee of Physical Culture and Sport. The route was designed to push their limits, taking them through some of the most challenging and unforgiving landscapes in Russia, culminating in their ultimate goal, Mount Otorten. Igor Dyatlov, the group's leader, was a 23-year-old radio engineering student known for his leadership skills and mountaineering experience. Under his guidance, the group documented their journey meticulously, taking photographs and keeping diaries that detailed their progress and high spirits. As they trekked deeper into the wilderness, they encountered increasingly severe weather conditions, but their spirits remained high. The last entries in their diaries reflected optimism and determination, with no hint of the tragedy that was to come. The hikers were expected to return to their base camp by February 12, 1959. When no communication was received from the group, concerned relatives and friends raised the alarm. On February 20th, search and rescue operations began, involving fellow students, volunteers, and military personnel. After days of searching in harsh weather conditions, rescuers discovered the hikers' abandoned tent on February 26, 1959. The tent was found on the slopes of Kholet Syakhl, partially buried in snow. It was immediately clear that something was amiss. The tent had been cut open from the inside, suggesting a hurried escape. Most of the hikers' belongings, including warm clothing, boots, and other essentials, were left behind, raising further questions about what had driven the hikers to flee their shelters so urgently. The first 2 bodies, those of Yuri Doroshenko and Yuri Krivonishenko, were found at the edge of a forest about a mile from the tent. They were lying under a large cedar tree, shoeless and dressed only in their underwear. Nearby, rescuers found the remains of a small fire, suggesting that Doroshenko and Krivonishenko had tried to keep warm in the sub-zero temperatures. As the search continued, 3 more bodies were found between the tent and the cedar tree, spaced out as if they had been trying to return to the tent. Igor Dyatlov, Zineda Kolmogorova, and Rustam Slobodin were discovered in various states of dress and undress. Slobodin's body showed signs of a significant head injury, yet he appeared to have been conscious and walking when he died. The condition of the bodies indicated they had succumbed to hypothermia. Some of the hikers were found in a state of paradoxical undressing, a phenomenon where hypothermia victims feel a false sense of warmth and begin to remove their clothing, further complicating the mystery of their deaths. In early May, when the snow began to thaw, the remaining four hikers were discovered in a ravine about 75 meters further into the woods from the cedar tree where the first bodies were found. These bodies presented even more perplexing injuries. Lyudmila Dubinina and Semyon Zolotaryov had severe chest fractures comparable to the impact of a car crash. Dubinina was also found without her tongue and eyes. Alexander Kolvatov and Nikolay Thibox Brignoles were found with significant skull injuries. The condition and position of these bodies suggested they had tried to build a snow shelter but had succumbed to their injuries and the elements. The discovery of radioactive traces on some of their clothing added yet another layer of mystery to the already baffling case. The presence of radiation, while later linked to some of the hikers' backgrounds involving previous exposure to radioactive material, spurred numerous conspiracy theories. The Soviet investigation concluded that the hikers had died due to a compelling natural force. This vague explanation did little to satisfy the public's curiosity. Early theories ranged from an avalanche causing the group to flee their tent to animal attacks and foul play by the local Mansi tribesmen. The avalanche theory was widely criticized because the physical evidence did not support it. The tent was not buried under heavy snow, and there were no signs of an avalanche in the area. Additionally, the experienced hikers would have likely avoided setting up camp in an avalanche prone area. The animal attack theory suggested that wild animals might have forced the hikers to flee their tent. However, there was no evidence of animal tracks or bites on the bodies, and the injuries did not align with animal attacks. The Mansi theory proposed that the indigenous people might have attacked the hikers for encroaching on their territory. However, there was no evidence of a struggle, and the Mansi were known to be peaceful. Moreover, no other footprints were found at the scene besides those of the hikers. These early theories, though plausible in some respects, failed to fully explain the bizarre circumstances and the severe, varied injuries of the hikers, leaving the Dyatlov Pass incident shrouded in mystery. The Soviet investigation into the Dyatlov Pass incident began promptly after the discovery of the bodies. The investigation was led by Lev Ivanov, a seasoned prosecutor. Despite the severe and unusual injuries found on some of the hikers, the official conclusion was that they had died due to a compelling natural force, a vague and unsatisfactory explanation that did little to quell public curiosity and concern. Lev Ivanov's investigation did uncover some perplexing details, including mysterious char marks on trees near where the bodies were found. Ivanov later claimed that he was ordered to dismiss these findings and any potential links to unidentified flying objects UFOs. He suggested that the char marks and other unusual evidence might indicate the presence of a heat ray or other advanced technology, possibly linked to secret military tests or even extraterrestrial activity. The official conclusion did little to satisfy the public, who began to speculate about the true cause of the incident. Many suspected a government cover up, theorizing that the hikers had stumbled upon secret military tests or experiments. The presence of radiation on some of the clothing fueled these suspicions, leading to theories about a nuclear weapons test or an accident involving radioactive materials. Among the more sensational theories was the idea that the KGB and CIA were involved. Some speculated that two of the hikers, Semyon Zolotaryov and Yuri Krivonishenko, were KGB agents on a mission to rendezvous with CIA operatives in the Ural Mountains. According to this theory, the hikers were caught in a deadly encounter between the two espionage agencies, resulting in their tragic deaths. Despite the many theories, ranging from the plausible to the fantastical, no definitive evidence has ever emerged to fully explain what happened on that fateful night in the Dyatlov Pass. The mystery remains unsolved, leaving room for continued speculation and investigation. Avalanche and slab avalanche theory.
The most widely accepted theory is the slab avalanche theory proposed in 2019. This theory suggests that a slab of snow slid down the slope, impacting the tent and causing the hikers to flee in panic. Unlike a traditional avalanche, a slab avalanche involves a large, cohesive block of snow moving as a single unit, which could explain why the tent was cut open from the inside and the hikers fled without proper clothing.
The proponents of this theory argue that the fear of a larger avalanche might have driven the hikers to abandon their tent hurriedly. Some of the severe injuries found on the bodies, such as chest fractures, could have been caused by the impact of the snow slab. However, there are significant counterarguments to this theory. Critics point out the lack of physical evidence for an avalanche, such as displaced snow or damage to the tree line. Moreover, the experienced hikers were unlikely to set up camp in an area prone to avalanches, and no avalanches had been recorded in that region before or since the incident. Yeti theory. Another popular yet controversial theory is that the hikers were attacked by a yeti, a mythical creature said to inhabit the Ural Mountains. This theory gained traction due to a satirical newsletter found among the hikers' belongings, which jokingly mentioned the yeti. Additionally, an ambiguous photo taken by the hikers shows a dark humanoid figure, which some interpret as evidence of the creature's presence. Local Mansi legends also speak of a yeti-like creature known as the Menk, adding a layer of cultural intrigue to the theory. However, skeptics argue that the figure in the photo is likely one of the hikers, and the satirical nature of the newsletter suggests it was meant as a joke rather than a serious claim. Military and espionage theories. The involvement of military and espionage activities has also been proposed. Some theories suggest that Semyon Zolotaryov and Yuri Krivonishenko, both with connections to radioactive materials, were KGB agents on a covert mission. According to this theory, the hikers were part of a plan to meet CIA operatives in the Ural Mountains, but something went wrong, leading to a deadly confrontation. The discovery of radiation on some of the hikers' clothing lends some credence to the idea of a military or espionage connection. However, there is no concrete evidence to support this theory, and it relies heavily on speculation and circumstantial details. Paranormal and UFO theories. Lev Ivanov, the lead investigator, claimed he was pressured to omit certain findings from his report, including mysterious char marks on trees near the bodies and reports of floating balls of light. Ivanov suggested that these could be evidence of heat rays or other advanced technology potentially linked to UFOs. Some theories propose that the hikers were victims of secret military tests involving experimental weapons, which could explain the unusual injuries and radiation. Others suggest extraterrestrial involvement, pointing to the glowing orbs seen in the sky as possible UFO sightings. While these theories are intriguing and add to the mystery, they are often dismissed by skeptics as being too fantastical and lacking solid evidence. Nonetheless, the combination of strange phenomena and the government's tight-lipped response has fueled ongoing speculation about paranormal and extraterrestrial involvement in the Dyatlov Pass incident. In recent years, scientific advancements have provided new insights into the Dyatlov Pass incident. In 2019, the Russian government reopened the case, leading to a series of new investigations. One of the most notable contributions came from Swiss researchers Johann Gaume and Alexander Puzrin, who used computer simulations to analyze the slab avalanche theory. Their research, published in 2021, supported the idea that a slab of snow could have slid over the tent, forcing the hikers to cut their way out and flee in panic. The simulations showed that such an avalanche could produce the type of injuries found on the bodies without leaving the typical signs of an avalanche, like extensive snow debris or tree damage. The validation of the slab avalanche theory provided a plausible explanation for the hikers' behavior and some of their injuries, but it did not address all aspects of the mystery. Despite the recent scientific explanations, many questions remain unanswered. One of the most perplexing aspects of the Dyatlov Pass incident is the nature of the injuries sustained by the hikers. While some injuries can be explained by the slab avalanche, others, like the severe chest fractures and skull injuries, remain difficult to reconcile with this theory. Another lingering question is the presence of radiation on some of the hikers' clothing. Possible explanations include previous exposure to radioactive materials due to the backgrounds of certain hikers, such as Krivonishenko's involvement in cleaning up a nuclear disaster. However, this does not fully explain why only specific clothing items were radioactive, nor does it clarify the overall significance of this finding. The Dyatlov Pass incident continues to captivate the public and experts alike. Researchers, enthusiasts, and conspiracy theorists have all contributed to the ongoing debate about what truly happened. Some experts, like Swiss researchers Gaume and Pozerin, support the slab avalanche theory due to its scientific plausibility. Others remain skeptical, pointing out inconsistencies and unexplained details that keep the mystery alive. Enthusiasts and the general public are equally divided. Online forums and social media platforms are filled with discussions, theories, and debates reflecting the enduring fascination with the incident. Documentaries, books, and podcasts have further fueled interest, ensuring that the Dyatlov Pass incident remains a subject of intrigue and speculation. The lack of definitive answers ensures that the debate will continue, with each new piece of evidence or theory adding to the complex tapestry of this enigmatic case. As technology advances and new methods of investigation emerge, it is possible that future research may finally unlock the secrets of what happened on that fateful night in 1959. We've delved into the mysterious and tragic Dyatlov Pass incident, examining the various theories that have emerged over the years. From the slab avalanche theory, which recent scientific studies have supported, to the more sensational ideas involving Yetis, UFOs, and secret military experiments, each theory brings its own set of strengths and weaknesses. The slab avalanche theory is grounded in scientific research and offers a plausible explanation for the hikers' sudden flight from their tent and some of their injuries. However, it fails to account for the severe trauma found on some of the bodies and the presence of radiation on their clothing. The Yeti theory, while intriguing and supported by local legends and ambiguous photographs, lacks concrete evidence and remains speculative. The military and espionage theories are bolstered by the hikers' connections to radioactive materials and the Cold War context, yet they too rely heavily on circumstantial evidence and speculation. Theories involving UFOs and paranormal activity, suggested by Lev Ivanov's claims and reports of strange lights, provide a dramatic explanation but lack scientific backing and are often dismissed by skeptics. Despite the variety of theories, the true cause of the Dyatlov Pass incident remains unresolved, with each hypothesis leaving certain questions unanswered. The Dyatlov Pass incident continues to captivate and perplex because it lies at the intersection of adventure, tragedy, and mystery. The combination of unexplained deaths, severe injuries, and strange phenomena creates a compelling narrative that fuels speculation and imagination. The incident highlights the fragility of life in the face of nature's power and the limits of human understanding. This enduring fascination is evident in the continued public interest as seen in documentaries, books, and online discussions. The mystery resonates because it challenges our need for answers and certainty, reminding us that some events may forever elude explanation. As we conclude this exploration of the Dyatlov Pass incident, we invite you to share your thoughts and theories in the comments below. What do you think happened to the 9 hikers in the Ural Mountains? Do you support one of the established theories, or do you have a new idea to contribute? If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of history's greatest mysteries, please like, subscribe, and share this video with others who might be intrigued by the Dyatlov Pass incident. Stay tuned for our next video where we will unravel another mysterious or unexplained event that has baffled experts and fascinated the public. Thank you for watching.